മറ്റേത് അറിയാൻ കഴിയും.
Good afternoon, all. Am I audible?
Yes.
Audible. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you so much for joining this session in the afternoon. Today, from the NCERT, I welcome you all present here, all the teachers, principals, and special educators, as well as coordinator present here. I especially welcome Dr. Bishu KL, as well as Ms. Soza North from the Kerala. And from NCERT, I welcome Dr. Anchal Rani, academic consultant, CIET and NCERT, myself, Hemlatta Rajput, consultant at CIET, NCERT, and Mr. Praveen Choudhary, technical consultant, CIET, NCERT. So today we are going to discuss regarding PRASHAST 2.0 pre-assessment holistic screening tool. So, yeah. So, as we have joined this call for the PRASHAST 2.0, before, can you mute yourself? Sir, everyone has joined? Yeah. So, as we know that PRASHAST is a digital application designed to help students, designs to help schools identify children who may have a disability at an early age. Why we are doing this screening, that is an important area of concern, that what is the need of screening the disabilities right now during the child age, from the we are covering from Bal Vatika to the 12th standard here. So the main purpose is that RPWD Act 21 Disabilities 2016 suggested that the screening point is most important, and early detection will help the children, not only children but the teachers also, as well as NEP 2020 is also mentioned. This platform is specifically designed to early identification, and this platform facilitates teacher as well as principal as well as the special educator that how to do screening in a part 1 and part 2. So as we know that this platform currently available in both the platform, iOS as well as the Android platform. Before moving to the detail aspects, let me ask you one question: why we need to screen the students on PRASHAST, and what is the need of the screening? Can anyone ask me? Can anyone give me answer on this? Anyone? You can give me answer on chat box also.
Namaskar. From CIT NCERT, may Anchal also joining with you. So I just want to modify this question. Can you please just suggest us, is there any disabilities which we cannot recognize visually? So maybe it will helpful to answer you.
Are we able to see all disabilities visually?
And if there is any disability which we cannot recognize visually, so you can
please mention the name of that particular disabilities.
Yes. And you can answer us in the chat box or after on your mic.
Our question is that, yeah. Please answer on chat box.
Yes, we are receiving many answers, Hemlatta.
Great.
There are 2, 3, 4 persons who are giving.
Okay.
Some are saying yes, some are saying no.
Okay.
Ma'am, is it helpful for us, ma'am or sir, if you answer the name of the disabilities? Like someone is giving the answer, is Libby, ma'am is answering SLD, specific learning disability, which you cannot recognize visually.
Correct.
Yes. Someone is answering learning disability. Yes, ma'am. SLD, hearing impairment. Yes, ma'am. Other than this?
Yeah. So,
seizure disorder.
Which disorder?
Seizure.
Okay. Seizure disorder. Okay. Anything else?
Some are answering, Hemlatta ma'am, blood-related disabilities.
Correct. Blood-related disabilities we cannot see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like thalassemia, sickle cell anemia,
Correct.
hemophilia, deafness.
So
we are receiving so many answers.
Yeah.
All are also can participate and give their answer in the chat box.
So very clearly mentioned that many of the disabilities we can't see apparently. Okay. And for that, to understand exactly what type of disabilities child are carrying and what type of problems are facing by the child, we have designed this application with the screening tool. As a teacher as well as special educator, it will helpful to you that exactly which type of disabilities belongs to the particular child, and to care this to cater this scenario, we have designed the PRASHAST application in part 1 and part 2 screening process points of view. So let me tell you one thing here. There are three major roles. Before going to the detailed descriptions about the PRASHAST, we will see that what type of role and what type of role has to be carried with the functions. There are three major roles we are going to cover here in this application. First is the head teacher, and special educator. I'm going to mention here the role of the head teacher is very important because this role is going to monitor the school related, students related activities throughout the PRASHAST application, and then after teacher as well as the special educator. So what's the head teacher is going to do here? As a head teacher, once you are going to open this application, you have to register yourself with the Aadhaar number or mobile number, and then they have to be major function assigned to here, that how they are going to verify teacher as well as special educator connected with the school, as well as assign classes to the teacher for PRASHAST part 1 screening, assign classes to the special educator for PRASHAST part 2 screening, as well as download the screening reports and share with them with the Samagra Shiksha officials. Now the role of the head teacher is that they not only just utilize the application for registering themselves, but they can manage the entire school system with the PRASHAST points of view, that how to assign approval of the teacher as well as the special educator, as well as assign the classes for the PRASHAST part 1 to teacher, as well as the assign classes to the PRASHAST part 2 for the special educator. This all the function can be managed by the head teacher, and after the screening complete, screening reports can be shared to the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan SSA official by the head teacher. So these are the major function done by the head teacher in the PRASHAST application. Let me see the first teacher's role, that how the teacher is going to function here. Once the teacher is going to open the application, they have to register themselves with the Aadhaar as well as with the mobile number. Out of these two options, they can use any one. I preferably suggest that you can use Aadhaar number. That will help you a lot. Then what type of function is teacher is going to do here? They have to add students in the classroom, because there is a process detail we will share with you. And after adding the students, they have to screen the PRASHAST part 1 questionnaire over there. 63 statements we have given in part 2, and teacher has to observe the student thoroughly 7 to 15 days, and then after they have to go with the part 1 screening and ensure that all the children in the class complete the screening PRASHAST part 1. If I say about the special educator, what is the role of the special educator? Once the part 1 screening is completed, special educator has to come in a picture. Now the special educator has to also register themselves with the Aadhaar or mobile number, join the school for PRASHAST screening. Now the special educator has, we know that we have a limited special educator, so we have given a special right here to special educator. They can add number of schools here. So they can receive a invitation from the multiple schools. They can also add a number of school as per the requirement and do the part 2 screening. Now, once they add the school, the verification approval goes to the head principal. Now, the head principal will accept this special educator. Now, once they accept, the special educator will be added to the school system. And after they have received the approval from the principal, now they can work for the screening part 2. So it's a very important that as a special educator, you have to first register yourself with Aadhaar or mobile, then ask the school principal that they approved your registration. Once they approved and assign the screening to part 2, you can do now screening for the part 2. So the role of the head teacher is most important. They have to approve both teacher as well as special educator. And the role of teacher is most important because they have to complete the part 1 very carefully. And after part 1 is completed, special educator has to complete the part 2 after the approval and assignment of the screening given by the head teacher. Okay.
So,
Till then,
just I want to
Yeah.
interrupt you in between. Actually, more than 750 participants have been joined us, and we have two hand raised. One is Anjana Anil Chandrika ma'am, or one is from Vivo device. So, if there are any question from both of you, you can ask from the Hemlatta ma'am.
Yeah.
Anjana Anil Chandrika ma'am, you raise your hand. Okay. So,
Shall we?
സോജ ഒന്ന് ഇടപെടുമോ? നമ്മുടെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കാൻ പറയൂ.
ഒരു അഞ്ജന അനിൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ടീച്ചറിന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് ചോദിക്കുകയാണ്. ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് പറയുകയാണ്.
Suja ma'am, kindly translate. If there are any question, they can write us in the chat box, and if they want to ask us, they can ask us directly.
എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നുകിൽ ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ എഴുതിയിടാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നേരിട്ട് ചോദിക്കാം എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഫീൽ ഫ്രീ ടു ആസ്ക് എന്നാണ് അവർ പറയുന്നത്.
And Suja ma'am, if you received any question in terms of Malayalam,
മലയാളത്തിൽ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. സോജ will translate.
Yeah. So you can easily ask question. Suja ma'am will help us to understand the question. Yeah. Shall we proceed or we have to wait for that?
You can wait. We'll proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am,
We are going to differentiate here part 1 and part 2 screening. Part 1 screening is generally done by the regular class teacher in a school system. To conduct a preliminary first level screening of all students is important, and that's why we have engaged class teacher here. Now, what the teacher will do here? Teacher has to, before starting the screening, they has to do a 2 weeks approximately observation of the students during the classroom, during the playground, during the other activities, as well as meet the parents also and understand the behavior and aspects also, so that once they appear for the 63 items by screening, they understood the student thoroughly well. So we advise teachers that at least 2 weeks they have to observe their children, and then after they appear for the screening part. Now, this screening part 1 is contains 63 items designed to capture observable characteristics related to various disabilities. Now, we know that 21 disabilities as per the RPWD Act is covered under this 63 items. So, if you observe your child properly, you read properly this statement, you can easily tick mark that which type of behavior you found in the child. And after completing part 1, more detailed screening is done by the special educator. Once you complete this part 1, the role is come to the special educator. Now, what we are doing in a part 2, utilized by the special educator, basically, here the special educator has to come in a picture and they have to thoroughly do the part 2 screening. Now, to validate the findings from the part 1, they have to check the profile of the student first, see that exactly the student which he is going to observe is the same profile or not, and also observe the part 1 screening statement selected by the teachers. So we are not accepting any data from just directly from the teachers. We have given a screening part 2 for the special educator. So he or she will verify thoroughly that whatever filled by the teacher is correct or not. If he or she wants to edit something, he can do it. Now, detailed screening after that means part 2 is observed by that special educator. They have to do part 2 screening. Now, here the various types of disability is mentioned. If special educator wants that something else is also observed, he or she can add also. And if you found that there is no disability, some wrongly statement is selected by the teacher, he can select that no disability. Now, all these detail aspects we will show you in detail in coming presentation only. Yeah, next one. Now, we will see that how we will download this application from the Play Store. I will invite our technical coordinator, Mr. Praveen.
Yeah, hello
Praveen
everyone.
Choudhary. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. For downloading the application, we can download the application from Google Play Store, or if you have iPhone, then you can download the application from Apple Play Store. You have to go to the Play Store and write like process or process NCERT. You'll see a logo like this, and once you see this logo, click on that and click on install. Once you click on install, it will start installing. Please next. Uh, Once it is installed, you have to click open, and a icon will be displayed on your mobile. We can proceed further. Yeah, icon will be seen on your mobile. You have to click. It is an indication that your application has been downloaded to your mobile. Once you click on that, your application will start, and the next step is login into your application. We have three roles: teacher, special educator, and head teacher. So we have login process is similar for teacher, head teacher, and special educator. It's similar. Just role selection is different. We'll see that. We'll see that.
Praveen,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to log in through Aadhaar here.
Yeah.
Or
Once we log
mobile
in, you once we yeah once we click on the application, you will see this screen. This screen shows that we can log in through Aadhaar or mobile number. But preferred method for login is Aadhaar, since all the data is fetched through Meri Pehchan DigiLocker. So all the information you have on your Aadhaar will be displayed on the process tab. So preferred method is Aadhaar. Yeah. Once you click on Aadhaar, it will show enter your Aadhaar number. Click on next. Once you click on next, an OTP will be generated. You can click. You can input your OTP and sign in. Click on sign in. Yeah, and click on sign in. Yeah. Once you click on sign in, this page will be displayed. Here you can there is all your information has to be will be taken from your Aadhaar. It is a consent form, and there is some questions. There are further questions that my application gets log out. Yeah, very frequently.
very quickly.
So
So,
yeah, very frequently. Yeah. So for that, there is in this application I will show you in other slide further that how we can increase our date that till that date your application doesn't log out. Okay, once you allow this page will display to you. Here comes the selection of role. Once you click on the role selection, you will see three rows. Can we click that? Yeah. The first role is head teacher. Once you click on this, the head teacher role, you can select the role of head teacher, teacher, or special educator.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you repeat from that OTP session? It is
Yeah,
not
sure,
clear.
ma'am. Sure.
There are some doubts
Yeah, sure.
over there.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Once we
This is
click,
the
yeah.
login
Once you
with
click on
Aadhaar.
Aadhaar, enter your Aadhaar number. Click on next, and
You
OTP will be
receive an
generated.
OTP. You have to fill the OTP. Yes.
Fill the
Sign
OTP and click on sign in. This page will be displayed. You have to click allow and proceed further.
Any doubt here, ma'am?
And out.
Okay, it is clear now. It is clear now.
Soja,
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, it is clear now. Okay.
ഇതിലുണ്ടോ
Okay.
ഡൗട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ?
Then once
Clear eye.
Okay.
once you click on allow, your name will be displayed. You can see it is showing hi Anchal Rani. Your name will be fetched from your Aadhaar, that is DigiLocker, and the next step is selection of the role. So
Correct.
proceed with the role selection. Yeah, click on head teacher.
If you are a head teacher, select on head teacher.
Yeah, you are select on head teacher. And enter your UDICE code and school linked email ID of the school. For
UDICE
now,
linked
we have not
email
made it mandatory school, but it is till now. If you don't have a UDICE linked email ID, you can log in. But preferred
It is
method is
advisable.
UDICE linked email ID. because it is advisable. Okay, and you can continue. Yeah, you can click on yes. You can see your UDICE code. Please, before proceeding further, you have to match your, like, you have entered your UDICE code correctly. Once you have you have click yes button. Yeah. Once you click on yes button, all your data from DigiLocker and Meri Pehchan, you can it will be displayed here. And once you see your data, uh, there is one thing. If you see that there is a name, your name is changed, or your someone else's name is displayed in this place, then there is, like, you have to go to DigiLocker and change your name. You have to edit your name
So,
correctly
sir,
through DigiLocker. We will
so
see
Praveen
that
sir, you are
that
telling
whole
us,
process.
if Praveen sir,
Yeah.
you are telling us that if there is a mismatch in your name or if there is an correction is required, we have to go to the
Yeah.
DigiLocker and we have to edit there our information in the DigiLocker application only. Correct?
Yeah. I will, like, once I, like, display the app, I will show you all the process regarding this also. But if your name is incorrect, your date of birth is incorrect, or your gender is mismatched, you have to check this in this page only before proceeding further.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Click on submit. Once you click on submit, you can see you have been enrolled in the app as a head teacher. Click on the You can click on the cancel, and your dashboard will be displayed. Click on cancel button. That cross sign, yeah. Once you click on cross sign, this is the dashboard of the head teacher, and you can see all the details regarding the head teacher, total students in the school, total students training, and managed. Since head teacher can manage teacher as well as special educator, all the information are displayed on the head teacher. This is the process of login of the head teacher. We can proceed
We'll
further.
discuss this dashboard in detail. First, we complete the login process. So this is the process completed for the head teacher. Now we will go for the login process for the teachers. Yeah.
For the teacher, yeah.
ഓക്കെ, ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. സ്പെഷ്യൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേറ്റേഴ്സിനും അത് നമ്മുടെ HMമാർക്കും എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒന്ന് ഇതുവരെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്ന് ചോദിക്കാം.
Yes, ma'am. Any question? Or shall we proceed?
Can we have a translation?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt.
So we are discussing right now currently a teacher's role.
Ma'am, there is a doubt. Someone has raised doubt.
Gobu എന്താ
Yeah,
ചോദിക്കാൻ
please.
Someone has raised.
1 minute, ma'am.
Yes, sir, sometimes.
1 minute. Gobu.
Hello, sir. Sometimes the school mail. Sir, sometimes the school mail ID will change. The HM will change. The school mail ID will change because sometimes the school mail ID will error. We are re-edited in the UDICE, but the process will detect that mail ID. How we identify the
Praveen sir, they are saying that the school email ID is not correct.
Is that the question? You can change your email ID through your UDICE portal. You can click on your UDICE. Since your email ID is fetched through UDICE portal, you can if it is like a personal account email ID, then that can be changed through DigiLocker.
Praveen sir, we can suggest him as now it is not mandatory to enter the UDICE link.
Yeah.
So they can use other email ID for the registration process.
So currently,
yeah, but
currently we have allowed that you can use your personal email ID, not an issue. But if you really want that UDICE ID will work over there, then you have to correct this with the UDICE procedure. As well as presently, you can definitely log in with this your email ID. But if I advise, we advise that you have to use your UDICE ID, not an issue.
Okay, so ഒന്ന് മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയൂ.
Satisfactory?
UDICE കയറിയിട്ട് അത് മാറ്റാം എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഇടയ്ക്ക് എനിക്ക് ബ്രേക്ക് ആയി കേൾക്കാനായിട്ട്. UDICE കയറിയിട്ട്, അതായത് മെയിൽ ഐ ഡിക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും തിരുത്തുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ UDICE കയറി അത് മാറ്റാം എന്നാണ് അവർ പറഞ്ഞത്.
മാം, UDICE നമ്മുടെ മെയിൽ ഐ ഡി ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്താലും പ്രശസ്ത ആപ്പിൽ ചില സമയങ്ങളിലൊന്നും ആ പ്രശ്നം ഡിറ്റക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. അതായത് നമ്മൾ യുഡൈസിൽ മെയിൽ ഐ ഡി ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്താലും പ്രശസ്ത ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ രണ്ടും മിസ്മാച്ച് ആണെന്നാണ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. ഏകദേശം ഒരു മാസം മുന്നേ ഉള്ള വിഷയമാണിത്. അതിനുശേഷം
അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ആണിത്.
നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കിയിട്ടില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ടോ എന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ പറയുന്നത് നൗ അപ്ഡേറ്റഡ് ആണെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്.
അല്ല, ഇപ്പൊ പ്രവീൺ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, ഒരു ഡിജി ലോക്കറിന്റെ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ? സോ ക്യാൻ വി
മാം, അവിടെ ഒരു പ്രശ്നമുണ്ട്. Sometimes the DigiLocker will use for
your school linked email ID, UDICE linked email ID can be changed from your UDICE portal. You can write on Google, you go to UDICE portal. Every teacher must be using UDICE portal. You can change your school linked email ID from there. For personal email ID, which if you want to change, that can be changed from DigiLocker, which the process I will show on for the slide. Further, like when I will be displaying the app, I will show that.
So very clear, two options are available. If we want to change for the UDICE linked ID, we have to go for the UDICE portal, and the head teacher can do that with the proper procedure. As well as for the DigiLocker points of view, we have to see the process by the Praveen sir later on in this presentation.
Praveen sir, we received two more questions, so I'm going to read for you. One message we received from the Dr. Smita Nair ma'am. He is asking, when she's trying to register on the application, a message is showing in the app, a headmaster already registered on the application. So first question to this one. And second, the question we received from Noreen sir, he is asking, is there any provision to register 2 or 3 person with the same account?
I will take the first question first. For the question, school already has a register. So there must be a case your school has been changed or someone else has registered as a head teacher. In that case, you can use the change school feature, which I will be showing you in further slides. And if it is not, if the previous head teacher, the head teacher which is there, if he is not responding, we can change it from the backend. Email ID will be shared on the chat, as well as we will be showing it that you can write to us and we will do it from the backend.
So there are two options, Praveen sir. I can understand from your answer that if they want to change their role individually, they can go by the you are going to explain that process. But if they want to remove, head teacher is not responding, then they can write us on email, our help desk email. We are going to share in the chat box, and in backend we can do it here. Not an issue. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, the second question, ma'am.
Yes, sir, please, sir.
Repeat.
Second question.
Your voice is not clear.
Can any 2 or 3 person can register on the same account? Is it possible?
There is a single school teacher feature which we will be presenting. So a head teacher can perform the role of teacher as well. But 2-3 login on a similar profile is not possible for now.
Correct. So here the special feature is given for the single teacher school, where the teacher has to play both the roles, teacher as well as the head teacher. In this case, we have given a special option, the single teacher option, and a special process we are going to explain in this presentation only. But multiple login is not possible. If you are entering as a head teacher, you are going to head teacher only. If you are a single teacher, means if you are a teacher, you are a teacher only, and a special educator as a special educator. This option available only for the single teacher schools, where the teacher has to perform all the duties as a head teacher as well as the teacher. They can definitely enroll themselves as a head teacher as well as a teacher, and we are going to show in this presentation later on. Yeah.
Shall we proceed to the teacher login?
Another doubt is we changed the mail ID. We changed the HM mail ID to personal mail ID. We lost the previous data or not?
Yes, sir,
No, we will not any data will not be lost if you change the email ID. It
Your
is just
data will
fetched
be
from
intact, not
Medipatchan.
an issue.
Yeah, your data will be intact. So no need to issue like worry about it. Yeah.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we are moving for the
Teacher login process.
Yeah.
So all the process of login is similar, but for the teacher login, the same. Like we go to the selection of the role. Once we click on the drop-down menu, the 3 roles are there. You will select the teacher role this time, since you are a teacher. Once you select that role, please select that. You can see you have to select the category of the teacher as well as your teacher learning level. It will be like, are you a TGT teacher? And if your level is there, like if you are teaching primary, like middle or secondary school, and you enter your school UDICE code. If you go a bit down, enter your school UDICE code. Your yes and no. So you have to click yes and proceed further. You will be registered as a teacher. All the data fetched from Medipatchan will be shown, and we have to for the head teacher as well as teacher, you have to recheck your data which is displayed. If it is correct, then you have to proceed further, and if it is not correct, then we will be seeing that it has to be corrected from digilocker.com, which will be showing later on. Click on submit. You have registered as a teacher. It will be displayed. A message will also be displayed that you have already registered as a teacher.
So the same simple process as the head teacher has
Yeah.
registered. Here the same, the teacher has to log in with the Aadhaar, preferably. We suggest that. And then after select their role as a teacher and submit the details, and you will receive the notification like this. And I will mention here one more thing. That once you register doesn't mean that you are able to work here. After your registration, your head teacher is going to approve your application first. We will show you later that how head teacher is going to approve this. So currently we are showing only the how the teacher is going to register on the application.
Once you can see the teacher login page, so you have to click on add school feature. Once you click on add school, once you click on add school, a notification will be sent to the head teacher, and head teacher has to accept you. So there are 2 ways to register on your app. Either you send a request or teacher add you to your school through your process account number. So we will be showing, we are showing that you have clicked on add. It will be your notification will be sent to the head teacher, and once head teacher accepts your notification, you will be enrolled in the school.
Now after you are adding the school, you will show that you can see that school onboarding request sent to the head teacher, and you are waiting for the approval of the head teacher. Now, are we able to understand the role of teacher, that how they are going to log in? Clear?
എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കട്ടോ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്. എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ? സോജ ഒന്ന് ഇടപെടുവോ?
സംശയമുണ്ട് ടീച്ചർ. ഇതില് നമ്മൾ ഹെഡ് ടീച്ചറിന്റെതും നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസ് ടീച്ചറിന്റെതും നമ്മള് ലോഗിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് സെയിം ഫോണിൽ നമ്മുടെ പ്രശസ്ത ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യണം, അങ്ങനെയാണോ?
Okay. Ma'am, one teacher wants to know, should the same phone be used for downloading the app for the head teacher and the teacher? Should they use the same phone? Is there doubt?
Ma'am, actually we received this same question in the chat box, and the answer is no. This person can register.
Voice is not clear. Like
he or she can perform multiple roles. A device will be different.
ആരുടെയോ ഫോൺ ഓൺ ആണ്, ഒന്ന് മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യോ?
Want to perform their roles.
So when you are performing as a teacher, you require a special, your different phone, teacher as well as head teacher and special educator. All three members has to register for with the different phone only. Not a one device cannot be used for the all these roles.
Pooja.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Okay,
clear.
okay.
But if you are a
മനസ്സിലായി.
single teacher school, you can use it. Because that is a single teacher feature we have available for the single teacher school. That's all.
സിംഗിൾ ടീച്ചർ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഫോണിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ മൂന്നും രജിസ്റ്റർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അല്ലാത്ത പക്ഷം 3 ഫോണായിട്ട് തന്നെ ഉപയോഗിച്ചാലേ പറ്റുകയുള്ളൂ.
മാഡം നമുക്കിത് ഫോണിൽ മാത്രമേ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, അതെ ലാപ്പിലൊക്കെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
Can we use this app in the laptop or desktop?
Ma'am, only you can use on the mobile devices like Android and iOS.
മൊബൈലിൽ മാത്രമേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ മാം.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a doubt. Other than the head teacher and special educator, all the class teachers should have to register in this app, or only one single teacher for the whole school?
We advise that as per the class division, a class teacher, all the class teacher needs to be registered, because the screening part is the most important aspect. If you see the part 1, that is the requirement of the teacher's observation for the child. And one single teacher cannot observe all the children in the school. So we advise that this class teacher has to register for this application and do the screening for their children.
Thank you, ma'am.
So shall we move for the role for the special educator login?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Praveen sir, we can move.
Yeah. The login process is similar. Now we will select the role of special educator. Once you click on from the drop down menu, select the special educator role. You will see a dashboard, a thing like this. Put special educator. You can log in through your CRR ID, through your Diksha ID, as well as your school UDICE code. Yeah. So since we have given the other options like this, because a special educator can join multiple schools. Special educator can join other schools as well. He is not only entitled to a single school.
Great,
He
sir.
can join other school. Depends on the need. Depends on the need. Yeah.
So Praveen sir wants to highlight here that special educator can join multiple school. So they have given a special process here. They can enter through their CRR ID, UDICE code number and Diksha ID if they have. They just put down this ID here and they can continue. Because special educator has to enroll with the multiple schools. So this is the special aspects of process aspects we have given to the special educator only.
Once we click on UDICE code or CRR ID, similar to the other process, from the DigiLocker, you will be showing all your details will be showing. You have to recheck that if it is correct, you have to click on submit button. Please click on submit button. Continue. Click on yes and continue. Click on the cross button. Your dashboard will be displayed. Once you click, you will get a message as well that you have been enrolled as a special educator in this school. Now if you go to the dashboard of the school special educator, you can see add school feature. This means a special educator can join multiple schools. Once you click, there will be there is a similar dash icon will be there, always available. Like you can click on that icon and you can join multiple schools.
Okay.
Your request will be received by the head teacher, and once head teacher approve that, you will be enrolled in that school and do your screening part 2.
So very simple. Special educator also has to log in through Aadhaar. They have to fill the details in terms of the CRR number or UDICE code. Once they do this, they get the profile over there, check the detail, and then go for the add school. Now they select the add school and put it that UDICE code of the particular school. Now the request sent to that particular UDICE code HM, head teacher. Now the HM will verify and approve the special educator so that the special educator can work for that particular school. So very simple process for all these role. Now we can see that how the head teacher, teacher and special educator dashboard is looking like. We can observe that all the three dashboard is available here: head teacher dashboard, teacher dashboard and special educator. Now we will see that what exactly head teacher is going to do with this dashboard. A small brief I'm going to giving you here. First of all, you can see that overall view. Overall view means you can see the data regarding your school, total schools, students in a school, total student screen in a part 1, total student screen in part 2. This both the details is available part 1 and part 2. And after that, if you see that in detail in part 2, there are two type of bifurcation we have given: auto close as well as closed by special educator. Now I'm going to explain here what is the auto close. If in a part 1 teacher has did not selected any of the observation out of the 63 statement, he or she cannot select any of the statement and he selected only none of the above, means there is no disability, then the case of the students immediately close over there. Now these students goes to the auto close, means these students are not going to be screened by special educator. So that's why we advise that whenever the teacher is doing part 1 screening, observe the statement and click properly, so that the auto close situation is comes only when the child doesn't have any disability. And this feature is giving a freedom to the special educator that how to complete this as soon as possible, because we have giving a number of students only those who have a disabilities. This goes to the part 2 points of view. Now the you can see the difference. Any difference you found in this?
Simple for special.
Hello.
Yeah,
Same thing.
And we can proceed.
To-do list. Managed teacher, special educator is managed by the head teacher. Assigned screening is also given. We are going to explain everything in detail, but just we are showing that how the dashboard is look like for the head teacher and teacher. If you see the teacher points of view, he or she will get the data of the students in that particular class. Part 1 screening, assigned, completed part 1 screening and pending part 1 screening. This is the teacher's dashboard. If you see that the dashboard of the special educator, he is going to do work with the multiple schools. So my school, view all school. Here number of list of schools will be available to the special educator. If they click on the school, they will lend to the particular school students only. And the screening part 2, they can see the report also, screening part 2 here. The report points of view, all the reports will be available for the HM 1 and 2. One part report is available for the teacher and the part 2 report is available for the special educator. So this is the overview of the dashboard. Now we'll see that how this dashboard is working in detail. We have seen all this overview. Now we are going to discuss that how the managed teacher and managed special educator is going to work here. So very importantly, we have to see this managed teacher and managed special educator is basically approval process, which is followed by the principal here. Now you can see that managed students is also there, assigning screen.
मैडम सुन नहीं पा रहा.
So what we are going to say here, the managed teacher points of view.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Please use English language.
Yeah. Now we will go for the teacher verification points of view. So this is the managed teacher. Now, how we are going to manage our teachers and how to verify by the head teacher, we are going to process for this. Now, as a head teacher, we have to click the managed teacher. Now, in a managed teacher, you can see that if the teacher has registered and given application that they want to work for this particular school, you will receive the application from the teacher side. Here the Sanskar Porus is given. Now, as a head teacher, it is your freedom that you can accept and reject, or you can verify accordingly. Once you accept, the teacher is verified, and once you give a yes, The teacher's onboarding request was accepted and added to the school system. Now you can see that Sanskar Porus is added as a teacher in my school. And the same notification goes to the Sanskar Porus that you are added to the school system. Now, verification of special teacher. The same process is to be done by the head teacher for the special educator. We have to go to this dashboard first as a head teacher and go for the manage special educator. Once we click this, we'll go for the list of the pending list, accepted and rejected. Now you can see that Dharampal Singh is in a pending list. As a head teacher, I have to accept this person as a special educator or reject. Is depend by the head teacher. The head teacher can decide whether he or she wants to accept it or not. And once the accepted click is given here, now the notification you have to accept here. Once you check the details and profile of the special educator, you have to accept. And once you accept, you have to give approval. Yes, the special educator has been successfully added to the school system. So this notification you received by in your mobile application as a head teacher, as well as the notification sent to the special educator that you are added as a special educator for the school system. Yeah. Now we have done both the type of things, that manage teacher as well as the manage special educator, that how principal can manage teacher as well as the special educator. Now we are going to move for the understanding that how head teacher is going to assign classes to the teacher for PRASHAST Part 1 screening. Okay. Now you can see that Part 1 screening, and this process can be start from the assign screening button. You can see now you have to click this assign screening button. And once you screen, you can see that assign screening Part 1. Okay, we have to click here. We have to click here, assign new screening Part 1 blue button. Now, once we click on that, we get this type of profile here. We have to select the classes. We have to enter the section if we have a ABCD grade. And we have to assign the teacher's name here, because whatever the teacher we have added, the name will be display here. As well as we have to select the date, start date as well as the due date. Approximately 30 days we are giving to the teachers that they complete that Part 1 screening. So once you complete this, you can see that Balvatika 1, Section A, Sanskar Porus is a teacher, and we are going to assign the screening to the Sanskar Porus. Now the date 25th January, December is the start date, and end date is 24th January. This is the 30 days we are giving approximately. Now the freedom is available to the head teacher points of view. If he wants that, if he wants to give a more time, he can. Edit right is given to the head teacher. So there is no hurry worry here. The teacher can definitely do that. And submission. After submission, you can see that assigning screening Part 1 section, the principal can view the class assigned for the Part 1 and the name of the teacher. Here, Balvatika 1, Section A. Now, edit pencil is given here. You can see that you can edit this also. Once you assign, then also you can edit this. You can change the date. You can modify the teacher name. If you want to give a classes to someone else, you can do it. So this is the managerial aspects is given to the head teacher. So assign screening Part 1 is successfully done. So you can see that success green button is showing here. Now we will see that assigning classes to the special educator for PRASHAST Part 2. But before going to this, do we have any question regarding this process? Part 1 process. Anyone has any doubt?
As we're receiving many questions in the chat box,
Okay.
and I'm trying to answer all these questions.
Okay.
Some of the questions already asked by the teachers and Praveen sir already answered. Some of the new question, Praveen sir, like the single teacher school, so we will demonstrate
Definitely
in the last. And as the Hemlatta ma'am already told about the half of the procedure, like what is the PRASHAST application, how we can work on this application, and who are the main stakeholder who are working on this application. And now we are reached as the step when we are assigning the class to the teacher and the special educator.
Correct.
And now Hemlatta ma'am already assigned the class to the teacher, and now she going to assign the classes to the special educator. Ma'am, after the assigning, we are going for the part 1 screening part. So can we finish this part first? And then we can ask the question to the teachers and the participant who are participating in the meeting.
So part 1 screening or part 2 assigning classes?
Just first you assign the part 2 screening to
Okay,
the,
then after.
then after.
Okay. So same thing for the part 2 also. As the head teacher, you get this dashboard here, assigning screening. As we have done for the teacher, same for the special educator. We have to click here on assigning screening. Okay. Then we have to select assigning screening part 2. Now you can see that assign screening part 2, and you will get the blue button here, assign new screening part 2. You have to click here. You can see that. Now you have to click here. Once you click here, you get this profile again as we have received in teacher's points of view. Now here you get the name of the special educator here. Assign special educator name will be available as you have selected, previously approved as a special educator, start date and end date and classes. We are not mentioning section here. Only class will be assigned to the special educator, as we consider, our assumption is that special educator has a number of classes or number of schools. So we have mentioned only classes only. So all the data, even section by A, B, C, will reach to the special educator. Once you submit, you will get this type of profile that you have to select the date also. Same thing for the classes also. This is just a detailed picture. Now you have to submit. Now once you submit, you will see the picture like this. The Balvatika special educator Dharampal Singh is allotted screening part 2. Now here you can edit also. The pencil button is there. You can click that and you can edit also. You can assign this screening to some other special educator if you want to, because of any reason. You can do edit also here for the teacher points of view as well as the date points of view also. And you have to select the assigning new screening part 2. So this is the process for the assigning screening part 2. Okay. Any doubt for this?
So, Hemlatta ma'am, before we going further, there are 2-3 questions from my side to all the participants. As they are listening very carefully, I have first question to all of the participants. They can answer in the chat box or they can ask us, they can answer directly. So, as Hemlatta ma'am already demonstrated all the process, my first question is, how many screening part in the PRASHAST applications? You can all write in the chat box or can answer us directly.
3 parts.
Yes, Shali ma'am. And my second question is, who will perform part 1 screening? There are many answers, ma'am.
Class teacher.
Hemlatta ma'am. 2 part 1 and part 2 screening parts. All are well aware. And who will perform part 1 screening? Teacher. Okay. Most of the person answering is teacher. Some is answering special educator, Gopa Kumar. So he is answering that special educator
Part,
perform the part 1
part
screening.
2 screening
This
is
correct.
concerned
Part 1
special.
screening is performed by the teacher only. And my
Part
second
1 teacher, part 2 special educator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the next question is, how many statement in the part 1 screening?
റെക്കോർഡ് കൊടുക്കാമോ നമുക്ക് ചിലപ്പോൾ അതിന്റെ റെക്കോർഡ് ആയാലോ
So you can write us in the chat box. Yes, there are many persons answering. 63. Part 2 special educator. My third question. Yes. Gopika ma'am is answering 63. 63. Yes. So in part 1 screening, there is 63 statements. And my most important and the last question is, what is the basic objective of this PRASHAST application? What is the main purpose of this PRASHAST application? As Hemlatta ma'am well introduced why we are using the application, so you can answer in single sentence: detect disabilities at earliest. Now we receive one answer: to identify disabled person. Yes. To help to detect the disabled child. Yes. We are receiving 4 answers. Baby ma'am also answering. Gopika. We are receiving the answer of many devices where name is not mentioned. To identify the children with special need for screening. Yes. Is there anyone who wants to add? To screen the disabilities of kids. So as we have 726 participants in this meeting, so at least we want at least 100% can answer this question. So Hemlatta ma'am, we received
Great.
20 and 30
Great.
answers.
So thank you, Anchal ma'am, for coordinating. Very important thing has Anchal ma'am has read that why we need to do a process screening here, and everyone has a question that only CWSN children can be screened, but very importantly, we know that every child is important. And being a teacher, we know that we are dealing with them frequently. So to know our children is most important. And we know one more thing, that every disability cannot be seen. So how to do this? How to understand the scenario, that exactly what type of problems our children are facing. So to understand our learner very well, this screening will help us as a teacher, as a special educator, and as a ecosystem. All of us will be get a good understanding that exactly where our learner is in terms of the disabilities behavior points of view, as well as if anything is comes to the SLD points of view or something else, we can identify early, and we can do the intervention accordingly, and give a benefits to the children accordingly.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now we are going to move
One
for the
question we
yeah.
received in the chat box. Someone is asking, is it necessary to screen the child who already have the UDID card?
Yes, I as a pedagogist, we know that screening is most important. And why we are doing, even if I have a UDID card, still you have to screen, because maybe possible the multiple disabilities will be there. Okay, a UDID card is available for the one disability. Special learning disability cannot be captured at all. So we as a educator know that this application is designed for the every children. We are going to taken care of each and every child here. So we will advise that teacher must do a screening at least once for the UDID card children also, so that we can capture them and we understand exactly which position they have currently in the overall ecosystem. Yeah. Okay.
So now we are going for the screening part. After, when the headmaster verify the teacher and special educator, and after the verification, when the headmaster assign the classes to the teacher and special educator, now the responsibility of teacher is started. As you all already informed and well aware that part 1 screening is done by the teacher. Now the role of part 1 screening is done by the teacher. So
Brilliant.
how a teacher will perform part 1 screening?
Yeah.
So with us we have Praveen sir. Praveen sir, we are going to request you, please sir, demonstrate how the teacher can add the student in their classes.
Yeah. Uh, Once teacher has been enrolled to the app, now we will see. You can see like the teacher is there. Then there is a like overview is there. The students assigned part 1. The details are there, and you can see the to-do list. In the to-do list, there is the start screening part 1. Since teacher's role is to do start screening part 1, so he will click on that. Once you click on the screening part 1, yeah, start screening part 1. Yeah, once you click on that, you can see whatever classes has been assigned by your head teacher uh, to his dashboard will be displayed to you here. You will see all the details, and once you click on that, you can see the deadlines, etc. The deadlines can be extended by the head teacher. Please note down that you can contact your head teacher, and he can extend your deadline as well. Okay, and you can see your this class has been assigned to you, and once you click on that school, once you click on that school, you can see this kind of screen. You can see below there is a plus sign like add students. So add student feature, teacher can add a student.
Yeah.
Praveen sir, kindly unmute your mic.
So
Okay, I think have you?
now you're audible. Yeah.
Can we go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm audible. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, once we click on add students button, since a teacher can add students through three processes: add individually, you can see bulk upload, and import existing. We will understand that one by one. So first we go for add individually. Once we click on add individually, you can see, just click on that. Yeah, add individually button. Once we click on add individually, you can see you can add students one by one. You have to enter all the details of the students, uh, name, registration number, school UDIS code, APAR ID, and once you click on submit button, a student will be added to your school. Please note down, for the registration number, you can enter your registration number of your school as well as any enrollment number or unique ID which is in your school. But you have to note down that it must be unique. It must not be same for two students. We can proceed further. Once we you can see that a student has been added to our school by add individually single feature. Now we will see the second feature. Can we proceed further? Yeah, bulk upload. In bulk upload, a CSV file, that is Excel kind of file, must be uploaded to the system, and all the students will be added at once. Once you click on bulk upload, this screen will appear. You can see download file template. You can download the template, and you can instructions to fill the data will be displayed here. You can see that once you click on download, this kind of file is there, the CSV file, and you can see there a student registration ID, name. So you have to note down one thing, that whatever that if class is whatever format is there, if the format is class ID BV1, Balvatika 1, if BV1, so we have to enter that thing only, BV1 only. For class 1, if it is written 1, you cannot enter it in a any numerical term or 1 through any other medium. You have to enter that format, for similar for the date.
So
If date
Praveen
is
sir, we have to
DD,
follow this format only, na?
yeah, we have to follow this format. If you don't follow this format, you will get an error, and you have to enter again. So it is better that you follow this format and you don't get an error for this.
And this template is available within the application, correct?
Yeah, within the application, you can download that, and once you fill all your students' detail, you can upload it here. And once you upload it, all your students will be displayed, will be added to your app automatically.
So this is a great feature. We can upload bulk student data basically, correct?
Yeah. And we have next import existing. Import existing means we can import students from previous year. Since if it is going on 25, 26 year is going on financial year, you can, if you have done your screening in 24, 25 or 23, 24, you can also import those students which has been done previous screening has been done previously from previous year. We have to enter. Can we go back? Yeah, you can enter previous year. You can, from the drop down menu, you have to select the year from which you want to import the students, class, and section, and submit. All the students who has already been done screening in the previous year will be imported to your app automatically.
Great, great. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining that how we can upload the data of the students as a teacher. Now, conduct a screening part 1. Do we have any doubt till the process?
Soja?
എന്തെങ്കിലും ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പറഞ്ഞാല് അത് അവരോട് ചോദിക്കാം. മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയാൻ അറിയുന്നുള്ളൂങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി, ഞാനത് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കാം.
നമ്മൾ സ്ക്രീനിങ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴേ പാരന്റ്സ് ചില കുട്ടികൾക്ക് പ്രോബ്ലം ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. പക്ഷെ പാരന്റ്സിന് ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ പേര് ഇങ്ങനെ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനോട് താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. നമുക്ക് അത് അവരെ കൂടെ ഒരു സമ്മതം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഇത് ആഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ.
അതത്രേ പറ്റുള്ളായിരിക്കും. കാരണം അവരുടെ സമ്മതം ഇല്ലാതെ നമുക്ക് സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് പോലും കിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ.
അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് ഈ സ്ക്രീനിങ്ങിൽ പോലും ഒരു ഹൈപ്പർ ആക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടൊക്കെ ഉള്ള കുട്ടികളുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചില പാരന്റ്സിന് അങ്ങനെ അവരെ അതിങ്ങനെ സ്കൂളിൽ അങ്ങനെ പേര് ചേർന്ന് താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. അപ്പൊ അത് ചേർക്കണോ വേണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളത്
അല്ല ടീച്ചർ, അതിൽ എനിക്ക് എന്റെ അഭിപ്രായം ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കുന്നതാണ്. സ്കൂളിൽ അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നാലും പേരന്റ്സ് സമ്മതിച്ചാൽ മാത്രമല്ലേ നമുക്ക് സ്ക്രീനിങ്ങിന് പോലും എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. അല്ലാതെ നമ്മുടെ ഇഷ്ടത്തിന് നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ കുട്ടികളെ എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നില്ല.
സോജ ഒന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു നോക്കൂ.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
ma'am. Hello.
Hello,
Ma'am,
sir.
they have a
ശ്രീവരാഹം UPS ൽ നിന്നാണ്. ഹലോ.
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ ടീച്ചർ.
ഞാൻ HM ആണ്. എനിക്ക് ഹെഡ് ടീച്ചർ എന്നുള്ള ഓപ്ഷൻ വഴി കയറുമ്പോൾ മറ്റൊരു ഹെഡ് ടീച്ചർ എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ട് പുതിയ രണ്ടാമതൊരാളെ അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നൊരു മെസ്സേജ് ആണ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് അതിന്?
അത് പ്രവീൺ സാർ ഇപ്പൊ കുറച്ചു മുമ്പേ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. നമ്മൾ യുഡൈസിൽ ഓൾറെഡി എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ, മുന്നത്തെ HMന്റെ പേര് കിടക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അത് മാറ്റിയാലേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. അതൊരു ഓപ്ഷൻ പറഞ്ഞു. പിന്നെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് ക്ലാസ് അങ്ങോട്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ അതിന്റെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് പറഞ്ഞു തരാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു ടീച്ചർ. നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ ഒന്നുകൂടെ അത് ചോദിക്കാമേ.
ഓക്കെ.
അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എന്തായാലും മറ്റ് സംശയം ഞാനൊന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു നോക്കട്ടെ. Hello, ma'am. Anchal, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, they have a doubt that whether their parents are not willing to accept that this children has this kind of a problem. If he's a hyperactive student, if the parents are not allowing to conduct the screening, what should they do? Should we add them to the screening session, or what should we do? That is their doubt.
See, ma'am, I will tell you one more thing, that this is not this is only a screening. We are not labeling any children. If you see the 63 statement, this is a general observation which is filled by the teacher by observing the classroom behavior as well as the within the school premises behavior of the children. Okay, so I don't think so that you need a communication with the parent, but you can share with that. This is the benefit for the children only. We understand the child well, so that if anything is required, we can give and provide and help to them. And overall, at the national level, this application is trying that to catch every student.
So if we are moving towards a screening process, there is no need to inform the parents. That is what you said.
Correct. There is no need to. This is our important area of concern in a learning behavior point of view. We are not labeling any child here. A particular child has a disability here. So teacher has no worry. He just has to screen the students. That's all.
Okay. Teacher നേരത്തെ ചോദിച്ച സംശയത്തിനുള്ള മറുപടിയാണ്. സ്ക്രീനിങ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനായിട്ട് പേരൻസിന്റെ അനുവാദം വേണമെന്നില്ല. കാരണം നമ്മൾ ആരെയും ലേബൽ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. 63 കാറ്റഗറീസ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നതിൽ ഏതിനാണ് ഈ കുട്ടിക്ക് പ്രശ്നം എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്കൊന്ന് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ് ഈ സ്ക്രീനിങ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. പേരൻസുമായിട്ട് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല എന്നാണ് അഞ്ചൽ മാം പറയുന്നത്. ക്ലിയർ ആണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു ടീച്ചർ. ഓക്കെ. എനി അതർ ഡൗട്ട്? ആർക്കെങ്കിലും വേറെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ?
Teacher, shall we get the PDF of the instructions for doing these steps?
Yes, they will be. It will be shared, teacher. അത് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് ഒരു മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഷെയർ ചെയ്യും.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, ma'am. Continue.
One more doubt.
Okay.
Already having medical board certificate. If the child
പാടൻ
makes
കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല ടീച്ചർ, കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല, ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയോ?
if the child already having medical board certificate.
Okay.
If the child need to add in this screening tool.
As
Prashast,
Hemlatta already
Prashast.
told, some of the disabilities are invisible. So is there a chance of multiple disability? Plus, maybe the child required the help in the learning part, like the child have the learning disability, the child have the autism. So how we can recognize, how we can screen these child? So it is mandatory to screen all the child. They have UDID card or not?
So basically what the platform is going to do right now, this is a national platform and we want to cover every children for the screening points of view. So the initially help can be provided, as well as if the any disability is recognized, then the UDID card can be created, or any other benefits can be belongs to the children can reach to that. So the overall ecosystem we are preparing. So we advise that every children should be screened properly, and it's very easy. In a part 1, a teacher is going to screen, and in a second part, special educator thoroughly check the details and do accordingly, so that the final screening could be very well come to the platform. So it's an overall ecosystem. So don't worry whether the UDID card is there or not, or whether the child has already deducted or not. You have to screen every children with this particular platform. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Shall we proceed further? So, ma'am, shall we proceed further or shall we wait?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a conducting screening part 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So conducting screening part 1, you can see that this is a teacher's dashboard, and start screening part 1 button you can see the green button. Now as a teacher we have to click this button. Once we click this button, we get the details of our class, which is assigned by our head teacher. Now you can see that Bal Vatika 1 section A is assigned to me here. I can see that there is in progress, means I have to be click here for this screening part 1. Now once I click here, I'll reach to the student A. Means here currently I have only one student added, so only one student I can see, and not started means I have not done anything. So I have to start with this screening for that particular student, student A. I have added only one student, so I can see only one. If you add 40 students, you can see this list of 40 students over there. Now I click on the student A. Now I see the profile of the student A, whatever I filled in terms of individual points of view, bulk upload or import. This profile is available to me. As a teacher, I can edit this profile with the edit button, or I want to remove the students, I can remove also. Once I clear with this profile of the students, I will go with the start screening part 1 for the student A. So I click here on start screening part 1. Now once I click on that, I will get the 63 statements for these particular students. I have to read all these statements, and whatever the applicable for the child, I need to click on this only. For example, in the current profile, you can see that this student has difficulty in moving using any part of the body. Teacher has found something over there. Yes, she has selected this statement. Same thing for the student has observable deformity such as missing any body part. This is also selected. So this 2 statements selected by the teacher for the student A. Now, if you think that I need some more time, you can just save, and again you can log in and do work over there. But if you see that you have completed data, you can come here, save and submit. So your data will be submitted. Now you can see that it is submitted. Now before submission, they will ask you that if you are confirmed that you have whatever you have filled in this, you can confirm that yes, I have filled all the details correctly. You can submit. So you can click on yes. And now you can see you have submitted your data successfully. So in a part 1, 63 statements is available. Teacher has to read completely. Not only that, teacher has to, before screening, observe the child at least 15 days, and then after fill this process and do this process. One more thing I have said, that if you found that there is no such type of statement is going to relate to the student, you have to select none of the above. Once you select none of the above, the child survey data close immediately at that time only. It is called as auto close by the teacher itself only, himself. So these students are not going to be in a part 2.
So basically, Hemlatta, you are saying if the child, the teacher don't observe any behavior in the student in out of the 63 statements.
Correct.
So the statement will not go to the special educator for part 2 screening.
Correct.
And this is the auto close feature of the application.
Yes. And this feature is giving very, very relaxful for the special educator, because in early application,
Actually,
all the students are going to screen by the special educator, but we have restricted here only the students who are selected for the disability, means particular statements only, then only that will be checked by the special educator.
And it will reduce the special educator workload also.
Correct.
Because as we have very less number of special educator, 1 or 2 in a school, and some of the cases only 1 or 2 in the cluster or block only.
Oh,
so how now after we completing the part 2 screening, how we give further? So after the completion of the part 2 screening, who the student who is where the teacher screened some of the behavior, so these students went for the will go to the part 2 screening to the special educator.
Correct. This is the part 1 screening. If you have selected 1 or 2, whatever the statement you have selected, it will go to the part 2 screening for the special educator. Now we are moving for the, now we can see that whatever you have selected for the children, this screening part 1 history profile will come to you. As a teacher, you can see. Now I have selected 2 statements for the student. The student has observable deformity such as missing any body parts. 1. The student has difficulty in moving using any parts of body. That is 2nd. So both the statements are highlighted here. So whatever the statement you select, you can see in the history profile of the screening part 1. And teacher can see this, view this basically. Now, how the special educator perform part 2 screening? This is the second part. Shall we proceed, or do we have any question over there?
ആർക്കെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം.
ഇത് PDF ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടാൻ കഴിയുമോ?
PDF ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് മെസ്സേജിൽ പാസ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ടീച്ചർ.
For PPT and PDF, participant can share their email ID, and we will share all the advocacy materials to the district coordinator. So they will contact to the district coordinator for all the advocacy material.
ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട് കോർഡിനേറ്റർ ബിച്ചു സാറാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. സാറിന്റെ അടുത്ത് സാറിലേക്ക് ഇതെല്ലാം ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് ഇവര് പറയുന്നത്. അല്ല പേഴ്സണൽ ആയിട്ട് വേണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇമെയിൽ ID കൊടുക്കാനും അവർ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്.
Ma'am, I have any doubts?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, after screening, we find that the students has no problem.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you audible?
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir, please.
I think 2 people are
ചോദിച്ചോട്ടെ. ഹലോ.
ചോദിക്കണം സാർ, ചോദിക്കണം. കേക്കാം.
മാം, ഇതിന്റെ ഒരു ഫസ്റ്റ് ഘട്ടം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മള് ക്ലാസ് ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് കുട്ടികളെ സ്ക്രീനിങ്ങിന് വിധേയമാക്കിയിട്ട് നമ്മളുടെ എന്താണോ നമുക്ക് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുക അത് രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിയതിനു ശേഷം അത് പ്രിൻസിപ്പള് അത് എന്താണ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പളിന്റെ ഭാഗത്ത് നിന്നൊരു വാല്യുവേഷൻ നടന്നതിന് ശേഷമാണ് സ്പെഷ്യൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേറ്ററിന് പോവുക അടുത്ത സ്റ്റെപ്പ്.
Ma'am, they want to know the process through which the screening takes place. They are asking, should the class teacher screen the children first? And then will it be verified by the head teacher? And after that, will it go to the special educator? Is this the way they are asking that?
I'll tell you, ma'am. Special teacher has to register themselves on the application. Now, once they register, head teacher will approve their profile. Now, they can screen in the school system. So, approval is by the head teacher. Okay. And after that, once the teacher complete the part 1 screening, a report can seen by the head teacher. Okay. Head teacher will see and verify. and see that if there is no doubt about it that everything is done completely, head teacher submit this data to the SSA officials, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, we know that. But if head teacher has any doubt with the particular class or children, head teacher and teacher can discuss together, and if they want to modify something over there, edit, if they want anything over there, head teacher can do edit over there and allow teachers that they can modify the screening accordingly. But after submission by the teacher, if teacher doesn't have any doubt and head teacher has no question on that, this data is finally submitted. There is no doubt about it.
അപ്പൊ മാം അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ സ്ക്രീനിങ്ങിന് വിധേയമാക്കിയതിനു ശേഷം HM ടീച്ചർ വെരിഫൈ ശേഷം HM ടീച്ചർ സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ സ്പെഷ്യൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേറ്ററിലോട്ട് ആ ഡേറ്റാസ് പോവുള്ളൂ എന്നാണോ?
Teacher, ma'am, they are asking that if only the head teacher verifies the first screening part, then only will the data go to the special educator.
No. Let me tell you one more thing. Once you complete your part 1 data, this data will reach to the system and assigned screening goes to the part 2 for the special educator by the head teacher. Means once you complete your screening part 1, notification goes to the head teacher and head teacher will assign to the part 2 screening to the special educator. Now the special educator has a responsibility to see the data or report filled by you as a teacher. They first check part 1 screening, that whatever the teacher has filled over there, it is correct or not. As per the child, it is correct or not. He or she will observe, and if he or she feel that it is not appropriate, he and she can edit also. So there is no doubt about it. Special educator has a full power over there. If the teacher has mentioned some disability, and if he or she found that this is not belongs to the child, he can edit over there. Not an issue over there. Okay, so we will see this part in the second part only. Then only you understand.
It will be good if you will demonstrate the part 2 screening.
Clear ആണോ? Doubt clear ആണോ?
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Clear ആയി.
Ma'am,
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ ടീച്ചർ, പറഞ്ഞോളൂ.
ma'am, after screening, we find that the student has no problem. Then shall we remove from it?
No, you have to select none of the above. The option will is given over there. After 63 statement, none of the above is option over there. Once you choose that none of the above, already whatever you selected is already removed. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank
already
you.
it is auto close. It will not go to the CWSN category now. Okay. So none of the above option is given.
First clarify, ma'am, are you asking to remove the student or the behavior statement?
So they are asking for this, that if I selected something, are they means there is no disability.
So then it is clear if they selected the statement, that the all selected statement are automatically removed when they select the no behavior option.
Yes.
ഞാൻ എന്റെ ചാർജർ കൊണ്ടുവരുമല്ലോ.
Shall we move for
ഞാൻ
the?
എടുക്കാറില്ല.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we are moving for the special educator, that how they are going to screen part 2. Just now you can see the dashboard of the special educator here. Now the data is overview screen data is mentioned over total students completed and pending. Now the start screening is there, as well as my school. You can see, observe over there that number of list of school will be here for the special educator. Now what we have to do as a special educator, add school system. You have to click on this process for the special educator to approve the class allocated by the principal. Let me see first. Now what we have to do, once the approval received by the principal as a special educator, once you receive the approval, you have a bell icon, and this bell icon you get the notification. You have to click on the bell icon. Now once you bell icon you click, you will see that which type of notification you are going to receive here. Screening part 2 assigned by you, boys middle high school, means this is the assigned by head teacher to you. Okay, similarly screening part 2 assigned to you from the boys middle school Mimasa. Now this is the schools given to you. Now you have to select which one you have to complete. For example, you have selected screening part 2. Now I have to selected assigned to you boys middle school Mimasa. I just click on this. I have to accept this. Once I have to accept as a special educator, I have accepted. Now, screening part 2 assigned to you, boys, middle school, Momasa. Yeah, I have to accept. Yes. Assigned to you. Yes. Now, special part. Special educator. What the special educator is going to do now in a screening part 2? Let's see. Now, this is the view school. We have to click in this. Now, once you click on the school here the list of the schools, you have to select on the school. And once you select on the school, you get the students over there, which is filled by the teacher. So you see the students list here. Now you have to click the students list over there. Now what you are going to observe here, you have to clearly observe that the students you are going to screen is the same student, which is the profile here mentioned over there. If the details is correct, you have to start screening part 2. So as a special educator, you have to also verify the student. Now, once you select this screening part 2, you can see that the screening part 2 here, you have a history from the screening part 1. 2 statements selected by the part 1 as a teacher, which is mentioned for you. You have to see that which statement teacher has selected. And same statement is mentioned here, which we have selected as a teacher. The student has an observable deformity such as missing any body part, and the student has difficulty in moving using any body part. These 2 statements they have selected, and we are going to continue screening. If you are okay, you can select, or if you want to modify, you can see that. Now you have to click on screening part 2. Now what you are going to observe here, the list of disabilities name here, I have to arrow and means I have to select this. Now, for example, if I select locomotor disability, the statement particularly for this particular disability will come to you when I click on proceed. See, and if I don't select anything, there is no disability I found as a special educator. After observing the students, if you don't found any disability, you have to select no disability. But if you found any disability, multiple disability, you can click on the multiple disability, sickle cell disease. And once you click on this, you get the number of options and statement over there. You have to select that and you have to submit. For example, for locomotor disability, I have a certain questions. I have to see the questions. Does the students have difficulty in walking or need support to walk? Yes or no, I have to answer. And I have to answer accordingly and need to be submit. Save and submit. If you want to mention certain observation regarding the child, you can mention observation also. And if you are not able to complete your task, immediately you just save it and you can start your work again in the next day. But if you see that you completed your entire screening, you submit, save and submit. So once you save and submit, this application will ask that, are you sure you want to proceed with submission? If you are sure that you have completed your data, you have to click on yes. And once you yes, you can see that whatever you have filled for the student A. Download the report, view screening part 2 history. Now you can see part 2 history, that how many statements were selected for this student. So this is finally submitted.
Thank you, Hemlatta ma'am, for describing all the process, part 1 screening and part 2. Now we come to the single teacher school procedure. So we received 3 or 4 queries related to single teacher school. How a person who working singly in a school where is only one teacher or a headmaster, how they can perform their duties. So Praveen sir, we are going to request you to kindly describe the procedure.
Yeah. So we will be knowing about single school teacher. Let's go to app.
Okay, I muted the mic. You stop sharing.
For single school teacher, first, as you have understood, the process of, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Wait a second.
Praveen sir, kindly continue.
Yeah. There was a call. Okay. For single school teacher, as we have understood, first we have to register as a head teacher Once we have registered as a head teacher, as we can see, we can go to as the profile. There is like four options: home, profile, help, and Diksha. In the drop down in between, and in the up, if you see three lines there, it is called burger menu here. So the home is profile is also there. So you can go to profile either through below profile section or from here itself. So once we click on profile section, we can see your name is displayed with the head teacher and principal, and you can see the processed account number. You will be able to become teacher as well through this only. So we will click on this and copy this. Once we have copied person's account number, or we can write it down and uh, copy that. We have to go to home screen. Once we go to home screen, you can see manage teacher option. Since I am head teacher and I want to be a teacher, so we'll go to manage teacher option, and on the plus icon below, we'll click on the head teacher, and the assessed account number which we have copied, we are going to paste that and click on submit. Once we click on submit, my name will be displayed, all the details will be displayed, and once I clicked it, I will get an OTP, and once I submit, I will become a teacher. We can see from the below menu as well. Leave this as I'm already. I click it. Okay. So once I go down, we can see we were only head teacher, and once we have submitted done that, we can see two options: teacher option and head teacher option for the same school, girls middle school, Khwajabagh. So I am head teacher. Once I click on teacher and submit, you can see the dashboard has changed for the teacher. Now I can perform the role of teacher as well. I can start screening part 1 for the teacher as well. And as you can see here, if I go to class 1, okay, I can do that.
So the procedure is very simple, Praveen sir. If a person
Yeah,
want to perform
yeah,
multiple,
if I go to head teacher and see manage teacher profile, or if I see scan screening, I can see that I have been I can like edit here. If I want to edit some profile, I can see my name is also displayed. I'm a head teacher, and I'm also a teacher. So this is submitted. Okay, if I want to assign screening to a teacher, we can see that we can assign a screening class. We can select class 2, assign screening to myself. It's myself only. Select a date and submit. You can see I have been added class 2 by, you can see, Praveen Choudhary, and we can also edit that options. So pen like icon, we can edit all the options and submit that for edition. And now I think everyone has understood single school teacher process. Now I will go for DigiLocker thing. As we have like discussed in the beginning.
Praveen sir,
Yeah. Yeah.
take a pause. We already received 2-3 queries related to DigiLocker. One query is someone is asking, is it necessary to register at the DigiLocker before using the application? So is it necessary, sir? It is
No,
mandatory?
no. Once if you have an account, you will be shown that you are on DigiLocker. You will be directly enrolled in the app. If you don't have an account, you will get a notification, and through the option of sign up, if you go to the app, you can see a sign up option in the beginning. Okay, so you can use the sign up process and you can register on the DigiLocker. So yes, registering on the DigiLocker is a mandatory process, which is done automatically by app itself.
Okay.
No
so
need to do it separately.
And redirect to the platform.
To the platform of DigiLocker,
The
yeah.
platform automatically. So no need to
Uh-huh.
register separately. So maybe
Separately, yeah.
the participant get the answer. So now you said
Yeah.
you can demonstrate how we can edit the information
But
at
yeah.
the DigiLocker.
But if you have got a wrong name or some other details like date of birth, or email ID is wrong in your app, then you can edit that option in the you can like correct that option through DigiLocker. You can know we will be like pasting that in chat box as well. digilocker.gov.in is the URL. Click on you can see that login and register in the blue thing. You have to click on login through register. Once we click that, we will see we have to enter our mobile number, my mobile number. And once I click and continue, we will be shown all the profiles which are registered on DigiLocker. We have to select the profile which is similar to one which is there in PRASHAST mobile app. So don't select the similar profile which you have used in the PRASHAST. Once we click that, you can see you will get a OTP, or since if you have created a PIN through the app, then you have to enter that. Once I entered my PIN and verify, yeah, I have successfully logged into DigiLocker. Now, how to change our details? You can see 3 lines in like left hand corner, like on the DigiLocker left hand side. Once we click that, you can see below there is my profile. If we click on my profile, you can see all the details are there. Name. If something is incorrect in your app, then you can edit that. You can see through user details, and just on the line of user details, there is an edit button. Once you click on edit button, you can edit your details, your name, your date of birth. If it is incorrect, if you have selected any like gender, if is incorrect, then you can update it from here itself. So you can update your details, and like if email ID is there. So you have if you want to change your email ID, there was question. You can select your you can click on email ID, and there was a question in the beginning that I want to enter like new email ID. My email ID is wrong. So you can do that and update that and submit. Yes, I click on the submit button. So we can correct our details from DigiLocker. And one more thing, in the beginning also, which we have shown, like we can, if someone, there was like few questions were raised that our app gets log out like very frequently. So for that, there is a like in the beginning when you log in,
Now
there is
you
this
are
form.
Praveen sir.
Yeah,
Now you are
yeah.
demonstrating third feature.
Yeah,
where
third feature.
someone facing challenge how to extend the sign in timing. Like if they want to giving the consent for 1 month, 15 days, or more than the 1 month. So how they can extend this sign in timing?
Yeah, how you can like if your
feature.
app is getting frequently log out, then you can use this
Correct.
feature. That's your app will be logged in for this time period. It won't get log out like frequently. So for this feature, you can see below there is a constant validity date. You can extend that. Okay, you can say constant validity date. Okay, so this is the feature. Now we will go back and get to another feature which the question was raised called change school. Change of rule.
Praveen sir, just
So
maybe someone asking their
Yeah, someone asking question.
yeah, any question, ma'am?
ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കണേ.
Praveen sir has explained how we can edit our information DigiLocker, as well as how we will give a extended consent to the application so that we cannot be frequently log out. Now, any other doubt or any questions?
Single
so that
school teacher as well.
Yeah, and single teacher school process we have mentioned over there. So 3 process we have explained, and Praveen sir explained very well. Next, if you have any doubt, any question, we can take it here right now.
Or I will go for with the change school feature.
Yeah. Because
okay, so
Yeah, just
So we will go to the next feature.
wait, Praveen
Like
sir.
if you go, if
Soja ma'am,
yeah,
any question?
ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ? എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കൂ, അവരോട് ചോദിക്കാം ഞാൻ. And I think they are not having any doubts. We can continue.
Okay, ma'am. So Praveen sir is
Okay.
going to explain that how we can change our profile.
Okay, so we for the change school teacher, we can again go to our profile, and once we go to our profile, we can see school information, not your school, change is there. So sometimes what happens, a teacher has been transferred to another school. So in that case, this feature comes into picture. And if someone has registered a wrong role by mistake, then this, in both the cases, this feature comes into picture. You can click on change option. You can enter your UDICE code, UDICE linked email ID, and submit. This message will go to the head teacher, previous head teacher, and once he not in the notification section of the previous head teacher, and once he click you like and submit accept you, you will be enrolled in the enrolled as a head teacher, and he will be logged out from the system. So and for the teacher as well, once I will show the similar feature for teacher as well. We can submit the change school feature is for teacher as well. We can go to the profile, can go to the school information, click on change. Once we click on change, enter the UDICE code which on the school which we want to be logged in, get into, and send a request. The request will be received by the head teacher, and once the head teacher accepts your request, you will be enrolled in that school. But in both the cases, if someone is finding no, my like previous head teacher is not accepting my request, and someone is not accepting like my request, there is like email ID which we will be like giving it. We are giving in chat. You can write that to that email ID and raise the request. We will do all the process, like make you a head teacher or change your role from the back end as well.
Yeah.
So no need to worry. We are here for you.
Thank you, Praveen sir. You explained very well. I mentioned here that we have mentioned our helpless email ID here. Any query related to PRASHAST, you can share with your name, contact number, and UDIS number with details of query. That exactly what type of difficulties you are facing over there, and email us so that immediately we can help you and solve your issue and concern area. Now, very importantly, I briefly announce here that whenever you register as a teacher or special educator, must ensure that your head teacher will approve you so that you can work on the application. Many a times what happened, you register and you are waiting that nothing is happening in my role area. So you have to contact your head teacher so that they can approve your profile. Any doubt here or any question, we can take it right now.
ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. പേഴ്സണൽ അവരുടെ ഓഫീഷ്യൽ ഐ ഡി ഒക്കെ നമുക്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിലും ക്വറീസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം എന്നാണ് അവർ പറയുന്നത്. സ്റ്റിൽ ഇപ്പൊ എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. Any teachers or special educators or anyone else? ആർക്കായാലും ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പൊ ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യാം. എന്തായാലും ഒരു PDF ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് പറയുന്നത്.
Yeah, all the material we are going to share with you, ma'am.
ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് മൂവ് ഓൺ ചെയ്യാം അടുത്തതിലേക്ക്.
Yeah, there is I will request whenever you send your mail, please mention your school UDICE code, PRASHAST account number which we have shown, and a screenshot if there is like a screenshot of the error, then it will be very helpful to us.
So there is a
അപ്പോ എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്വറീസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരു എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്വറീസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അവർക്ക് മെയിൽ ചെയ്താൽ അവർ പറഞ്ഞു തരാം എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ക്വറീസ് അയക്കുമ്പോൾ മെയിൽ ഐ ഡിയോടൊപ്പം നിങ്ങളുടെ ആ എന്താണോ എറർ അതിന്റെ ഒരു സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് പ്ലസ് യുഡൈസ് നമ്പർ ഇത്രയും കൂടെ വേണം അയക്കാൻ എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറയുന്നത്.
Actually, we receive a question in the chat box when we have to complete. So, sir, ma'am, are you asking about the screening procedure?
No, ma'am. I just told them that they will be, you will be support them with their queries. That's what I told them.
Okay, no, actually, we receive a question in the chat box. Someone is asking when we have to complete. So, maybe he is asking or she asking regarding the screening procedure.
So, screening process for the part 1 is 30 days, but yes, head teacher can give an extended time, and for the special educator 90 days we have given, but if head teacher wants to extend the timeline, he or she can extend, not an issue on that. But yeah, we want that as soon as possible you enroll for these application as a teacher, special educator and head teacher, so that the process can be moved.
Suja ma'am, I like to announce one more thing here. As Kerala is achieved 71% screening on the PRASHAST application, only 29% are remaining. So, if the participant now in the meeting will work on their school, so we will achieve 100%.
And this could be a remarkable benchmark for Kerala. Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
No query, so we can
So,
conclude.
Soja ma'am, if there any query, we can answer. If there is no query, we can conclude our session.
Okay. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ചോദിക്കുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് കൺക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യാന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്, നിർത്താം എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ? പട്ടം സ്കൂൾ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കേട്ടു, ഞാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് കേട്ടതാണ്. എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ? പട്ടം സ്കൂൾ പട്ടം സ്കൂളിലെ ടീച്ചർ ഉണ്ടോ? എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ ടീച്ചർ?
അവരൊക്കെ പോയോ?
Okay, ma'am, I think that there is no doubt or queries as such as of now. So,
okay. Okay, ma'am. So, thank you so much. All the participants, teachers and head teachers and principals are present here. Especially thanks to Dr. Vishu, KL and Ms. Soja North to facilitating with us for the entire session. And especially thanks at NCERT, Dr. Anchal, Rani, Mr. Praveen Kumar, as well as our technical consultant here present for these session. And thank you all. If any queries, any doubt, you can write to us on our help desk number, email ID mentioned with you in the chat box. And whatever the material we have right now in a PPT or PDF format, we will send it to your district coordinator and it will reach to you soon. So I will request that try as much as possible, as early as possible to screen with this application and achieve your result over there. As Kerala is 71% has completed, and we are expecting that 100% soon we will reach and create a benchmark for the entire nation. Thank you so much for joining us and keep updated on this. Yeah, thank you.